Hello everyone, my name is Steven Gomez and I am the Integrated Teaching Specialist here in Telavi, Georgia. In Lesson 5, today we're going to focus on volunteerism, and the pedagogical concept is again on the objective, but we're also going to consider how it is connected to the assessment portion. In addition, you will see an introduction of rubrics.
So, good morning everyone. Now look at this slide please. Can you tell me what could be the topic of our lesson? So, Katie please.
That sign shows us recycling.
Okay, do you agree with Katie? Yes. Okay, the sign shows recycling. Okay, so now let's see what we have next.
In the first activity, students look at images, and these images are used to have a discussion about littering, which then leads to the general topic of action for volunteerism.
You can see some images on the screen, and please think as many words as possible what you can see here. Let's just look and think. Okay, Anna?
I think it's trash.
Okay, so trash.
Waste.
Okay, so yeah. Then, so please, Levan.
We think it's garbage.
Okay, and Nino?
We see sand because all the garbage which we have mentioned is placed on the sand.
Sand. So seaside, you
Yes,
mean?
seaside.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what's some specific? Can you tell me some specific items? What you can see there? Yeah, like you mentioned trash, litter, garbage, but what about some specific items?
There's so many plastic and so many papers.
So many plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes. Okay. So and Arkady?
On these photos, we can see that this kind of things is not only damaging nature, but making it looking very bad.
Okay. So yes.
It's not like beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
But what specific things do you see on these images?
Nothing more, just plastic bottles and
Some stick.
yes.
Okay, plastic bags. Okay.
Yeah. So and now you are going to work in pairs and come up with solutions. So how to solve these problems which you have seen here on the slides. You have got just 1 minute to write down the ideas. I think that time is up. Now let's start with some solutions or the actions. Okay, so now they have the microphone. Now, Georgi, please. So can you tell me how to solve the problems which we have seen here?
We should collect all trash.
Okay, yes, we should collect the trash. Yes, okay, then. So what about you, Tico?
We can recycle that trash to new things.
We can recycle this, yes. Now, what about your group, Shmagi and Mariam?
We think that at first we should separate and after that recycle the trash.
So to sort this trash, yes? Okay, and what about you, Mariam?
We should clean systematically these places.
Places, yes. Yep. Okay, so now let's see some others.
We should use more rubbish bins.
We should put some more rubbish bins there.
And always we have to just collect all this garbage, sort them out, and then recycle them.
And recycle. Okay, Sopo?
Also, we can
Have some rules.
have some fines.
Yes, we should have some fines. Yes. Okay.
Maybe government must.
Government. Okay, and Levan?
I think that we shouldn't throw that many garbage in the nature, and I agree with Shmagi. We should at first collect these specific types of trash separately, and then it's possible to recycle them.
Okay, so what about your ideas?
So we think that we have to learn to not throw the garbage to the streets, and we have to learn that it's our ability to go and throw the garbage to the rubbish bin.
Yes, it's our
Yes.
it's obligation, yes,
Yes,
responsibility,
yes.
yes. All of us should do this, yes? Okay, then.
First of all, we must collect this garbage, what was on picture, and then recycle them. But it's important to be a special tickets when a person threw the garbage. They must pay some.
Okay.
They must pay much money. But it's. Also, we must recycle and collect them correct. And I think that it will help us to solve this big problem around the world.
So you mean again, and the fines, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think we should make some events that will inspire people to collect the trash and not to throw it in the nature, and think about what can those things make, like, how should I say it? Like what is going to cost us, what kind of problems it's going to lead to.
Yes.
Maybe that garbage one day will turn into really big problems. So we should make events that will turn people and make them think, what if we collect that trash and don't throw it in the garbage, and throw it in the garbage?
Yeah. So you mean to raise people's awareness, yes? Okay, by making some kind of events or setting examples,
so that people
maybe.
will realize what kind of a mistake they are making by throwing garbage in the nature.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for such brilliant ideas. Now, you're going to work in pairs, and we are going in pairs. Okay, you two together, you together, you two together, you two together, and maybe you three together. And we are going to have a matching activity. So you will be given images, and you have to match the images with the words. So can you repeat my instruction? Okay, Arkady, what are we doing?
You will give us images, and we have to match these images to the words.
Okay, let me tell you that the images and words show the categories, some kind of categories, and you have exactly 2 or 3 minutes for this activity. Okay, maybe, so this is for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can start. Yes, take them out. And there are some other words as well. Finished. Good. Now, please look at this slide and check your answers. So, recycle. Do you have the similar answer? Yes. Recycle. Okay. As I told you, there were 2 images for recycle. Okay. Next, metal. So, do you have the same? Okay. Yes. Next, cardboard. Okay. What is cardboard in Georgian? Yes, mughal. Thank you. Cleanup. Yes, this picture shows us a kind of activity. Cleanup. What is cleanup in Georgian? Yes, thank you. Next category, litter. Okay, do you have the same answer? And the last, okay, paper and plastic. Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
Okay, now we are going to play a game. This is actually a competition. What we are going to do is that you are given the pieces of paper again. In this case, you work in groups. So, and now we have, I think, 3 groups, okay? So, you 4 will be together, okay? So, Shmagi, you will be with them, and you 3 will be together. But now listen to my instructions. First, you are going again to match the picture with the word. This is the first step. And then you see these posters here. Yeah? Then you are going to stick this word and the picture under each category. So like we have here 5 categories: paper, metal, cardboard, glass, and plastic. So you should stick these pieces correctly on this poster. The group who finishes first is the winner. Now, can you repeat my instructions? What are we going to do first?
First, we should match the pictures with the words. Then we should sort out the trash types and stick them into the papers.
Yes. How are you going to work? Individually or in groups?
We are going to work in groups.
Okay. Do you have any specific time for this game?
No. Just who has finished as the first is the winner.
Okay, because this is the game. Okay, so now let's distribute the sticks of this glue and also this one.
Okay, so before, I understand that you want to play a game, but before we have to go over and revise some vocabulary that you will need in your game. So make sure that we know all of them. Jar, what is a jar? Or kila? Yes, kila. Okay, light bulb.
No, not
Yes, okay. A broken glass. Glass bottles.
Minis bottle.
Plastic bag.
Plastmasas chanta.
To tell please. Plastic wrappers.
Plastmasas.
For example. What is it?
Plastic
It's a plastic wrapper. Okay. And water bottle. Soda bottle.
Soda's bottle.
What is soda?
Soda is
Okay. Cardboard boxes. Yes. And juice box. Milk carton. Okay. And newspaper. And paper bags. Tin cans. Conservis kila. Batteries. Soda cans. Scrap metal. What is it in Georgian? Anu? Jarti. That's right. Jarti. And scrap paper? Magulatura. Thank you. Now, so you're ready to start the game. What is it made
Okay,
of?
so this
What is
group
it made
has
of?
finished.
Oh,
Oh, they have also finished.
so 2 winners?
Yeah, I think that we have 2
In this case, we
winners.
have to check the answers.
Yes, so we should check the answers. Okay? Now let's see.
Okay.
So, newspaper, paper bags, scrap paper, yes. Metal, soda cans, batteries, scrap metal, yes. Carton, boxes, juice box, glass. Okay, plastic bag, water bottle, and soda bottle. In their case,
Plastic wrappers. What about plastic
plastic
wrappers?
wrappers.
Does it go in that category?
Yeah, it's not paper. You see,
It
so
goes into
it should
plastic.
be here. Yeah.
Okay, what about
Okay, now what about your group? Like paper. Okay, so cans. Yes. Okay, so jar, light bulb. Yes. Water bottle, soda bottle. Yes, they have all of the items.
correct.
So
Okay.
into the correct
And
categories.
they are done.
Yes, you are the winners.
Okay. Thank you.
Now
Thank you.
please take your seats.
After doing a vocabulary matching activity, students are now ready to move on to the next stage, which is to create a flyer.
Okay, so now as you mentioned, we should have some kind of events to raise people's awareness, yes, connected to this topic. One way which we are going to talk about is making a flyer, okay?
So, what is a flyer? A flyer is a piece of paper with words and images printed on it that gets handed out on a street, or in modern times, even sent by email. So, now we are going to create or design a flyer on your computers, and you can see just one sample or example of a flyer. So, it contains the text, as we've mentioned, and some pictures or photos.
Okay, so before you start creating your own flyers, you should know the rubric according to which your flyers will be assessed.
In creating a flyer, the important aspect to consider here is the creation of a rubric. Now, why is it that we need a rubric? We need a rubric for several reasons. First, it explains to students what their expectation is. Second, grading becomes fair and transparent because students can see what they deserve. Third, students become independent learners because they can see exactly what they need to do. And most importantly, the rubric is tied to the assessment. Remember that the objective is the goal, and the rubric makes sure that the goal is met. And therefore, the rubric is a way to assess students' work.
Please look at these rubrics carefully, and let's go over these rubrics first. So, this is the rubric according to which your flyers will be assessed. Let's go over the rubric. So, in the first column, we have criteria for 3 areas. Yes, it says civics, then technology, and English. So what is the criteria for civics? Shmagi, can you read it?
Flyer encourages community awareness of recycling.
Okay. Do you understand everything? Okay. The second, technology. Mariam, can you read the first criteria for technology?
Flyer includes text, and
Text.
flyer includes images.
Images. And Tico, can you read criteria for English?
Models are used correctly. New vocabulary is used correctly.
Okay, as for the second and third column, you have the level of performance, level, So the first says met objective, so it is high level, and needs more work, that means maybe average or below average. Now, let's look at the sample flyer and assess this flyer according to this rubric together first. So, do you think that flyer encourages community awareness of recycling in this case? Yes. Or maybe it needs? Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, so does the flyer include the text? Yes. Yes. Okay, there are 3 sentences. There is also a kind of slogan. And does the flyer include images? Yes. Okay, there are, how many images are there? 2 images. Okay, as for English, so modals are used correctly. Do you think that the modals, where are the modal verbs, by the way? Must. Have to. Are they used correctly? Yes. Yes, in this case, we will take this category. And new vocabulary is used correctly. Which new vocabulary do you see here? Recycle, or maybe plastic as well. So, now they can, yes, you can start creating your own flyers.
Okay, so now we are going to study how to create a flyer. For this, please go to the Start menu of your computers, then find all programs, then Microsoft Office, and in this list, please find a publisher. So, please go down this list and find a flyer here. Find a flyer. Here is a flyer for me. And please click on that. Create. Okay. Have you opened? Yes. Good. So now, what does our flyer need? What should a flyer include? Text, okay, slogan, and also images. Good. So for this, you can type a text here, anything you wish to. Let's say, we should recycle. We should recycle, or something like this. Then, so let's see how can we insert an image in our flyer. For this, please find a folder named Module 5 on your desktop. Open this folder and then please choose the Word document that you've got there. Please open that document and there should be this chart. Can you see this chart there? Okay. So you can choose one of the images from here. First we have to copy it and then insert or paste in our flyer. But how can we copy this image? For this, please click on the image and use Ctrl+C to copy the image. Then go back to your flyer. Click on the flyer and then use Ctrl+V to insert this image. So Ctrl+C for copying and Ctrl+V for inserting the picture. Like this. So you can insert as many pictures or images as you want to. Good. So have you got any questions? Any questions? Good. So, okay, so you've got 10 minutes for designing your flyer. Okay, time's up. So it's time to now check or assess each other's flyers.
Okay, now, so you're finished. Now, groups, please, group with another group. So these groups will work together and these two groups will work together. Present your flyers to each other and the other group, please assess the flyers of another group by using this rubric. So you are assessing each other's flyers by using this rubric. So what are you doing? You are not writing anything here. You're just putting ticks, yes, the right box. Okay, please, you can stand up. You can stand up, come and have a look at their flyer, bring your rubric, yes?
Okay,
please
so
present. This will present your flyer.
Yes,
and you assess their flyer by using this rubric.
Yeah, you can present too.
Okay, come, bring your rubrics. Please bring your rubrics because you're assessing them. Okay, come, have a look at their flyer and assess their flyer by using this rubric.
Something with the woman here. That's the problem. But now, okay, now one of you should present this.
Talk, please talk. What do you think?
Why have you chosen this picture?
Models are
What
used
does it represent?
correctly and you...
I know, so they are waiting for you. Okay.
So do you think that the flyer
used
encourages
everything.
community awareness of recycling?
So now, maybe...
Yes.
This flyer is made very well.
Maybe it's very
beautiful
good.
to
Maybe
look
it's
and,
better to first listen to your group and then you can listen to the others, okay?
What
So
about
now, please,
what about technology? Does it include the text?
Yes.
Okay, images. Good. What about English? What about the
maybe you can
modal
see
verbs?
they can see this.
Model. Should and can. Yes, and vocabulary. So which vocabulary do we see here?
This is our flyer. We just wanted to present that we should recycle to save our world. use it again and again, and just use everything correctly.
So what do you think?
So you can.
So, do you think that a flyer encourages community awareness of recycling?
Yes, but
They have a text in
Uh-huh.
the flyer.
Mm-hmm.
They have pictures also. Modal verbs are used.
How
to
many
write.
modal verbs do you see?
Should be.
Or one. Okay.
Yes.
And what about new vocabulary?
New vocabulary is used. Reduce,
It's
recycle.
just, but it's
Yes.
less, I think.
Uh-huh.
Only recycle and reuse and reduce.
So,
the same
more
words
than it
are
was in
chosen
your-
once again and again.
again and
They're-
again.
yeah.
So, in this case,
Pictures are
so do you think that they need more work with
Yes.
vocabulary?
I think it's
Okay. Okay, you think it's good. So you're assessing.
It will be better. I know ours was the worst than your flyer, but I think that is not perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Good, but there is no
Yeah, maybe
There
average.
needs to be a little bit more work.
Uh-huh, okay.
Okay.
Thank
please
you.
Take your seats. Thank you. Okay, have you already sent? Yes. Now, to debrief our lesson. So, what are some ways of cleaning our environment? What do you think about this? Some future actions, maybe. Now, today we worked on the flyer. What could be some other ways as well? Think a little.
For example, we could make not only flyers on paper, but we could make video flyers, like take video about nature and solving problems of environment.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Also, we can make some summer schools, also sport activities, which will be connected with trash, garbage, and recycle.
So it means that to teach maybe some other people, yes?
Yes.
So how to do this, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah? And Levan?
We should attend more classes like this and educate children.
Educate the others. Okay, Anano and Katie?
I agree to Sofo that ecological education is very important, but also we must control it, how people throw garbage, and make special tickets to then they will pay some money, and I think that will help us.
Okay, yes, to have some regulations. Okay, and Katie?
I'm thinking we should find people who won't be lazy to go outside and collect that garbage. Make a group that will go clean up the places that are like not tidy enough, and it's like there's a lot of garbage. Like there's a lot of how should I say, unlegal garbage dumpsters.
Yes. So now you mean the places where people
Yes,
throw
by
the garbage?
themselves.
Yeah,
Like, it's not allowed by law, but they are throwing there.
Yes.
Because we also should make a lot of trash cans like around the places, because in our city there aren't that many trash cans where we can put the garbage, and that's the reason why I think people throw the garbage into the nature in the city.
So yeah. So in other words, maybe we can have some volunteer activities. Yes, some events where, for example, one institution, one school goes and collects this rubbish, or maybe or just cleans up the area. Yeah.
But I think it shouldn't be only just children. There are also a lot of grown-ups who can do this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What about writing a letter to the local government, council, to put more maybe rubbish bins in the streets? You can do it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much
Thank you.
for your active participation.
To conclude this lesson, the topic of volunteerism focuses on the role that students can take in civic society and how individuals can make a difference. Students are encouraged to help the poor, improve the environment, and start neighborhood improvements. As for the pedagogical aspect, the focus was on the objective and the assessment but at the same time focusing on the rubric and how this connects to the assessment. Thank you for watching these videos, and we hope that you have learned a great deal. Thank you very much.